So, here is a video I have been trying so hard not to make. I have tried my damn hardest to put this book at the back of my head and try and erase it from existence. But today, I was watching a video on YouTube, or I tried, and then this turned up. And I realised I am never going to escape. So, I decided I am going to tell you all about why I hate this book. When I first started reading this book, I got it as an art copy. So the reason I didn't want to bash it was because it was new. It wasn't even out yet at the time I read it. And I thought, no, Connor, don't bash a book before it's come out. That's a bit unfair. Let other people read it. Let them get an opinion. Then hopefully everyone will have the same opinion as you and you can talk about it. No one even seems to be reading the damn thing because no one I know has ever read this book. They just listen to me rant about it all the time. And I have nowhere to get my frustrations away. I'm stuck with them and it is so stressful. I know I've had a couple of people say, I have no intention of reading this book, just vent to me. But I don't know if that's enough. So I need to get it out. I need a minute. The amount of times I've repeated this in my head is killing me. It is killing me off. I swear this has to be the last time I ever mention this book. You're on a wonk. I'm changing this now. Are you not wonked? No, you've wonked the other way. There we go. So Come Again is a story about a woman whose husband has just died. She is really struggling to deal with the fact that he has passed away because he died of, oh God, it was a long time ago. I don't even remember the details. I think he had like a clot or something in his brain. It was something. He had like a brain tumour or something. I think it was a brain tumour actually. And basically it progressed and got bigger over time and eventually it killed him. And she is really hurt about this. She has lost the love of her life and she has been with him since she started university. So the logical explanation for her is because she's struggling so much, she's going to take her own life. Then the next morning, after getting absolutely wasted, she wakes up in the body of her 18-year-old self on the very first day she started university, which is also the very first day she met her husband for the very first time. And she decides, now that she has gone back in time, she will do things differently. She will find a way to save his life. And she decides to go on this mission to save her husband's life by making him get this tumour checked out at the current age of like 18, 19, because at that point he was still savable. And I was fine with that. I actually really love the sound of that. It reminded me very much of, well, many a film, to be fair. There's been a lot of movies that I've seen that have had this plot, and I've always loved them. I don't mind if it's a rehash of a plot. I'm on board with it. It kind of makes it easier for me to read because I know what to expect, and I liked it. I was hoping there'd be a little bit of a twist just so it wasn't a complete rehash. Well, I got my wish. The plot is in 3 parts. There is the first part, which is before she decides to take her own life, or while she's making that decision. She is really upset. She fights with her boss and threatens him and then quits her job. She goes home, argues with one of her closest friends, gets absolutely wasted and passes out. Then part 2 starts. Part 2 is when she wakes up in the body of her 18-year-old self. She meets all of her friends all over again, which I loved. I thought it was great because she changed how she met them just by accident, because I think this time around she said, you know what, I don't have time to deal with you, I am on a mission. So it changed how she met all of her friends, and I thought, right, so this is either going to be like a dream and it won't matter, or if this is real, I'm really interested to see how these friendships change. And I thought, I'm really loving where this is going. names. Some of these were characters I'd never even met before. I think I'd only met one of the characters. Yeah, because she had an argument with the one guy. I think he's called Toby. I read this book a while ago. I've been holding on to the feelings. I don't remember the plot. Basically, she argued with this guy Toby in present day. She went back and met everyone again, and it was nice. And she really gets on with Toby. She gets a close friendship with him. She starts crushing on him. And I thought, ooh, new dynamic. Maybe she's going to just wake up, realise that her husband is gone and she has to accept that, and start a new life with this Toby. And I thought, okay. Still a bit of a rehash, but I like it. As long as it's not an immediate, yes, I'm in love with him now, because, you know, your husband has only just died, love. Then she meets her husband again. And she kind of forgot that at 18 years old, he isn't her husband. He is a lad that's just moved out and gone to uni and is a little bit cocky. He wants to have a bit of a flirt with everyone. He's not tied down. And she hates him. And I was like, well, duh. But I was on board with it. I thought, right, so now she's going to try and fall in love with him again. Instead, she becomes a crazy stalker who takes him back to the bedroom, gets really ill, and then ends up arguing with him. It's very weird. It's very creepy. Then the part 2 ends with her fighting with him so much, he ends up tripping and falling down the stairs and going to hospital. Whilst he is in hospital, his tumour is found and he is saved. So I thought, right, jobs are good in them. Fair enough, he is going to be alive when we go back. We go back to part 3. He ain't there. So I was like, right, that's weird. What's happening then? What's going on, my fella? Oh, I forgot to mention, in part 2 as well, he really hates her because she's just this crazy girl that keeps trying to attack him and ended up knocking him down the stairs. So he don't have a connection with her. So in part 3, he isn't there. She then starts a relationship with Toby and finds a book written by her husband. Oh yeah, you heard me. She finds a book written by her husband and he's still alive, but he's also dead. Logical explanation for how this should have gone. She should have gone back, realised she couldn't save him, and just gone back to a world where he was dead. Or she'd have gone back, saved him, and they'd still be together. Or a possible third option, which I was like, alright, fair enough. She changed everything. She saved his life, but they weren't in a relationship. Okay, I'm on board with it. That's great. No, none of them. Instead, this book took a fourth route. Turns out, she went back, her husband was still dead. It was a well-known fact her husband was dead. Toby helped her through it, she ended up dating Toby. Then she finds this book from her husband. It's his name, his picture, and the book is about this crazy girl, I think, that he met when he was younger. And he is alive and well living in America. So, from that moment on, there are 2 versions of Luke. 2. There's the dead one, and then there is the alive one. And it was so bad. Why? Why would you do that? The plot was so good. We knew it was going to go one of 3 ways. She was going to save him and be with him. She was going to save him and they wouldn't be together, or he was going to be dead. It was fine. We loved that concept. No, you had to go another way, where he was both dead and alive, and with her but not with her, because he was dead when he was with her and alive when he's not with her, and now he's married to someone else with other children. How? Why? Why is that even possible? Also, there is a little small narrative. Remember how back in a while ago I said that she had a fight with her boss and threatened him because he was doing something wrong, and then she decided to go home and kill herself. Turns out the boss sets people on her, and she ends up in a massive ass car chase, because driving through London is that easy apparently that you can be in a car chase. But she ends up in a massive car chase because her boss has set people on her to kill her because of the information she has. And then she is saved by a group of taxi drivers because her dad used to be a taxi driver, and these taxi drivers are all part of this undercover operation where they can all come together, create diversions, stop people stopping getting her, and save her life. Then there's a big showdown in the theatre where it's her against this guy, and Toby, or not Toby, it's someone else, one of her other friends that's bi, and she kind of had a bit of a snog with him back in the first time. He's doing a theatre production. She runs on stage and ruins it. And it's a big showdown on stage, and her boss is caught out in the end. But it's a big shootout, there's a car chase, and all the London taxi drivers come together because they are part of a secret organisation which was set up or founded or whatever by our main character's dad when he was alive, because he was also a taxi driver and he wanted to make sure that his daughter was safe. Just see why I'm angry. This book had such promise. I was really excited to find out what was going on. I was so excited for her to go back and for him to stay dead, and she was going to realise you can't always save everybody. I loved it. I thought this is going to be so emotional. It's going to be an emotional ride. It's going to be great. I can't wait. And she is going to move on at an appropriate time because that is just how life works. And sadly, you can't save everybody's life. Or I was going to go, oh, yes, she saved him. How great. I wasn't expecting this. I was really hurt. I'm really, really angry. And it makes me emotional. And it makes me mad. And I can't express how betrayed I feel by this. And it was just something I had to do. After seeing that post where it popped up as an advert asking if I wanted to get it on Audible, I said no. No, I can't hold on to my feelings of anger for this book anymore. It is released. People have read the damn thing. I can trash it now without feeling guilty. So I'm trashing the book. I'm mad. That ending ruined everything. But I'm just going to end the video here. So, if you have actually watched this video and you have not read the book, let me know if that's an ending that you would be happy with. Because I need to know whether I'm being insane or whether I have the right to be betrayed. I have no words. I feel like I've just relived the most traumatic event of my life. So I'm going to call it quits here. Thank you everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. You can see the anger boiling. I do really appreciate it. I post every Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, and then randomly throughout the week when I have something really important to say, like this. And that is all from me. So make sure you give this video a thumbs up and you subscribe and click the bell so you're always notified when I post. And yeah, I feel like I need a nap now. Or a shot. Which one? Bye guys.